For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testing.
Is that all right? Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little round-headed buffoon that is Carl Pilkington.
All right.
I think it's probably best, Rick, if we return to the very beginning of time, the dawn of man, because, of course, even in primitive, prehistoric ages, medicine was practiced in some ways from the research people have done, cave paintings and the like. Carl, I wonder if you would just give us your initial thoughts on, you know, the medicine of the ancient world.
You sound like you haven't studied it, or you're being...
You're being modest.
You're being modest?
Never really thought about it. I know that Tutankhamun, he died of having a knee injury. So they didn't have that much medicine knocking about back then.
Right, where do you get this information from? It sounds vague.
He came off a chariot. They're dangerous things.
He came off a chariot?
Honestly. You're going to make yourself look daft here, because that's what happened.
Imagine that. In a room with Carl Pilkington, we make ourselves look daft. That would be incredible.
Shall we move on to the ancient world in terms of the Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, of course, because they made huge advances, particularly the Romans, who understood, of course, the importance of sanitation. You know, famously, their streets were clean.
Yeah. Don't you think that if we hadn't have cleaned up as much, that, I don't know, we'd be stronger?
What?
Well, I know what you mean. Yeah, they say let your kids eat dirt. Yeah, of course. Well, that's exactly what immunisation is, giving you a bit.
Yeah, but
of
it's
the
gone
disease.
mental now. Whenever a baby's born, he's drugged out of his eyeballs. It's only about a week old. They're giving all sorts of shots.
Like what?
Loads of stuff for whooping cough.
Yeah, you don't want whooping cough. Tutankhamun could have died of whooping cough.
No, but did you give it loads of stuff, and now it's like I don't know. It's making us weak.
There's this big thing, you know, like the superbug, where people took half the course of antibiotics. It was almost like an immunisation to the bacteria and virus against the antibiotics.
That's what I mean.
So, yeah, we need some germs, as you'd call them. But there are some that we have eradicated. I mean, I think it was in our lifetime that they eradicated smallpox from the world.
There are rumours, of course, that both Russia and America still have the smallpox virus under lock and key, which they could theoretically breed and use in a chemical warfare situation.
Well, there was a bit of a scandal a few years ago, I think 10 years ago, where in a university laboratory, someone came across a marked yoghurt pot in deep freeze that had smallpox in it.
When you say it was marked, was it like someone's put their name on it because they don't want someone to eat smallpox yogurt?
No, I think they looked into it, and it was the deep frozen smallpox virus. What I mean is, it's under lock and key or frozen at minus 200 degrees centigrade. Why?
Under lock and key and all that. It's not good enough. Get rid of it. Why are they keeping a little tub of smallpox knocking about?
Well, are they not meant to be?
Well, that's a lesson.
What's he doing there in the first place? To me, that's like in James Bond, where they don't kill him when they have the chance. He's always that little thing of, play with danger, let's keep a bit.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably next to AIDS in the Chiara bottle. I don't understand why you'd store that.
Well, there's probably a presumption, it's probably an overhang from the Cold War, where people were thinking, well, listen, what if Russia's still got some smallpox? We better hang on to some smallpox.
It's just clutter, though, as well, isn't it? You see, we're obsessed with keeping stuff. And it's the same with germs. We can't even say, get rid of that, we won't be needing it. Smallpox, we'll keep it just in case, get rid of it. We've got this obsession thing again. It's saving everything.
You say that, but of course, famously Alexander Fleming discovered what may be the most important breakthrough of the 20th century, which was the first antibiotic, I think, in 1928. And he discovered that because he left a bit of old bread out for a while and it went all mouldy in his kitchen. And he thought, oh, what's that? Oh, let's have a look.
Like I've said to you before, it's down to him being scruffy more than anything. It just seems like there's a lot of scruffy kitchens around.
But think if his cleaner had come in and gone, "Oh, Mr. Fleming, you disgust me, you fucking filthy scruffy cunt. I'm gonna throw all this bread away." He's gonna go, "Maud, what'd you do with that, old bread I left out?" "It'd gone green, sir, so I chucked it away." "Oh, Maud, you dopey fucking slut. You've just caused millions and millions of people to die. Keep out of my fucking kitchen."
I know, but don't put it there. It's the same way smallpox in a yogurt pot. It's in a yogurt pot.
Well,
You're asking for trouble.
but what if Maud had come in and thrown that away? Again?
He couldn't shout at her. She's doing a job. I'd be annoyed if it was still there.
Yeah.
Just don't put, like, yogurt pots with smallpox in the fridge.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
but
a starter.
Yeah, but you were saying earlier, let's let babies eat mud, don't inject them.
Yeah, but
Let them crawl around a dirty floor, clean up the floor and know when to
I
die.
did say that, but we've gone too far now. Babies are coming out mad. Oh, you can't handle anything now. Oh, they've got a runny nose. They're coming out all mardy. Get ill. Yeah, they get ill easy. They're not tough babies anymore. We're ending up with a load of weak people who need looking after all the time. That costs a lot of money. And they can't do anything. They're useless. Now, that doesn't happen in other nature. If a little weak bird is born, you see Bill Oddie saying that won't last. He says that won't last a week. And he's right. You watch it and you say, oh, that third baby that came out, it died. And
But
he
what's
was right.
your point, Carl, that modern medicine, which can help people live to the age of 75, 80, that it shouldn't be doing that? They should let people just die off?
Well, here's something, right? The estate that I grew up on, there's a woman there.
Yeah.
Scruffy Sandra.
I like her already! Oh, it's great, it's so descriptive.
Now-
She had no chance, even if she cleaned up her act.
Yeah.
She'd come in looking like Pretty Woman. You'd go, "Oh, hi, Scruffy."
No,
What's the point? What is the point?
So the thing is, she used to always get on these buses called dialer rides that were sort of like posh taxis. You could call for one, it'd come round to your house,
Yeah.
and it would pick you up and you'd pay like 50p.
But it
you
would
were
pick
like-
up a bunch of other people as well.
Yeah, on the way. So it would take ages to
what
get
a
to where you
nightmare
go.
that is.
No, it's good though. It's kind of a bit of a day out. Old people used to love it because you'd get to see things.
Right.
And you'd hear a call coming in on the radio that, Scruffy Sandra's being picked up. Oh, God. And she'd always have loads of bin bags with her for some reason. Now, the thing is...
Well, she sounds clean.
She stunk.
Well, she's taken out the
Was
bin
she
bag,
homeless?
No, she wasn't homeless. No, she used to just... she just didn't bath from that. She just stunk. But the weird thing is...
Why do they call her Stinky Sandra?
She never was ill.
Right.
People didn't sit next to her
Yeah.
because she stunk.
Yeah.
Now, because of that, anyone who might have had a bit of flu or a cold never sat next to Scruffy Sandra
Right.
because she stunk. But that was good. That was like a protection thing for her because she knew that because she stunk, no one wants to sit next to her, she wouldn't pick up the germ.
Right. No, but this is quite... Your point is, in order to fend off illness, you have to not bathe. And so you stink.
So you're saying that it wasn't that she'd built up an immunity, it was that she stank so much that flu wouldn't come near her.
This is such a specific example. It's not applicable in any other scenario.
There's always colds, there's always flu. It's whether your immunity is good or bad. That's interesting, isn't it, that more sort of colds are spread through shaking hands than people, just taking in the air. That's why some sort of germaphobes don't even shake hands anymore.
Yeah, well, that's going too far because they're going to die of something. You can't be that paranoid. You've got to get on with your life.
Loneliness.
And it's good to feel ill because when you feel better, you appreciate how good you feel.
Doesn't make any sense at all. It's good to feel ill. Doesn't make any sense at all.
No, it does afterwards. The other weekend when I was ill, I don't know what was up with me, but I got something.
Symptoms?
Went to the toilet a lot, felt sick at the same time, got a sweat on, felt weak, had the shakes.
Just a bug, yeah.
Lasted probably about 24 hours. After that 24 hours, you go, oh, I feel good again. It's nice to feel good again. And it makes you appreciate how good you feel. Now, sometimes I don't know if I feel well.
It doesn't make any sense at all either. What do you mean sometimes you don't know whether you feel well?
Because I've been in my body for years.
Here he goes again.
Go on, yeah.
Here he goes again.
Now,
the two minds.
If there was some sort of kit that the doctor said, how are you feeling, Mr. Pilkington? And I go, oh, I think I feel all right. And they go, well, do you? Yeah, I don't know. And they go, well, step into the machine, right? Get into the machine, and if he could somehow transfer my feeling into his body, so I could feel how he feels, and then he can feel how I feel, and he'll go, oh, you're not well at all. Your heartbeat's irregular for a start.
You're a maniac.
This is... I don't know what's going on here.
Because why don't you just accept that if you feel well, you know...
Because you don't know if you feel well.
Hang on, let's get this machine built. Sorry, why are people bothering studying AIDS? We've got to get this machine built.
Listen, this machine could do a lot of good if they could do it.
Why?
Because some people... You hear about people who go, oh, I think I've got a bit of wind. Before you know it, they drop down dead. Right? Because they didn't know. They just... Well... Didn't Mr. Jones have a sweat on, Mrs. Jones, before? Oh, yeah, he did, but he always had a sweat on. Well, didn't it bother him? No, he was used to it. Happened for years. Why didn't you come in? Oh,
so, and what would the machine do again?
The machine would make my doctor feel like me.
So Mr. Jones went to the doctor and said, oh, I've got a sweat on, right?
Right, so he'd go, well, I'll tell you what, get in the machine. So Mr. Jones gets in the machine. Yeah. The doctor hits the button. Mr. Jones gets into the doctor. The doctor goes, you have got a sweat on. I'm familiar with this because I had a fella in the other day with a similar thing. Take 3 of these.
You are a mental case. I don't know what this is.
Because why can't the doctor make that observation like a doctor does? Why can't the doctor, using his knowledge, observe the person with the sweat on?
This is like a scene from Ghost. This is like Patrick Swayze.
Listen, when my nerves were short...
Are they not short or have they extended since then?
Well, I just have to do stretches. And it's pull them about.
Right.
But when I had that, I'm not very good with words.
Go on.
So when I was going in saying, Doctor, my knee's aching, and he'd go, what sort of ache is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just an ache.
Toothache. It's like a toothache in the leg.
No, but it's different. It's a different ache. Now the thing is,
it's like an arse-ache.
It's hard to explain an ache.
So he'd have to feel the ache, and then he could make an assumption from it.
Thank you.
So he would presumably go through training, going in the machine, and they'd bring in various sick people, and he would experience and feel every single ailment.
Great.
Yeah, but over...
Doctor, I'm going to let you know now what a swift kick in the bollocks feels like, just in case you ever have to diagnose that. Oh, you God! I can't remember that one.
Yeah, but...
Doctor, now you're going to feel a spike up the arse.
It's all about...
Oh, I can't remember that one. Okay.
No, couldn't I just wait until the man comes in with a spike up the arse?
No, you got to tell you so you know.
But I reckon I could assess it if he's coming. He's got a spike up his arse.
You've got to experience everything before someone comes in and gets into your body like Ghost, and you'll know what it is.
Hey, listen, let's not dismiss this idea out of hand, of course, because you'll famously remember, Rick, that Carl had the idea of a man who can grow backwards. So he's born as an old man, and when he dies, he's a young baby.
And with all ideas comes something. Einstein said that. He said if an idea isn't...
Go on, wait, just let him finish. We've got an Einstein quote here. Yeah. This is a historic day. Carl, sorry, what were you saying? What did Albert Einstein say?
He just said something along the lines of...
Well, no. Give us the quote.
It doesn't matter about how he worded it. It's the point in hand.
Well, I think it is. I think a quote... I think, like all, any sort of poetic content of anything is exactly how it's worded. So just what did Einstein say exactly?
Well, he said something along the lines of...
Go on.
An idea. If an idea isn't daft...
Oh, start again.
No, come on, let's hear it.
No, because he started... He
said if an idea isn't daft, it isn't worth thinking about.
What? Say it again?
If an idea isn't daft, it isn't worth thinking about.
I can't imagine him saying daft.
No, I can't.
Well, it was something like that, though, meaning that every new idea seems a bit mental.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a good point.
But then it leads to something.
Well, I'm not sure that but I think if we were sat with Einstein now and you'd brought up the machine that allows doctors to feel, I don't think he'd be saying we should pursue that idea.
There's some ideas that go, I think the Earth might be round. People go, oh, you idiot, it's flat. And then there's people who stand in doorways covered in crucifixes with tinfoil on their head saying, Jesus is in my cock.
Yeah. But
now, he's a mentalist.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, wouldn't you have said it was mental years ago when someone said, I'm going to make a machine so I can look inside your head? Years on, hello, get in the machine, we've got an MRI scanner.
Willpower can help you do incredible things. Sometimes that's just resisting the next cigarette. But even your willpower can use a little help now and then. Nicorette Gum relieves cravings fast to help give more power to your willpower.
Go full Lidl for a trolley full of savings. Get a juicy 40% off Irish Bramley apples, just 89 cents. Go chili or bolognese with deluxe Irish beefsteak mince, was $4.29, now $3.49. Or 10% extra free on this Greek-style yogurt, just $1.59. Go on, shop without compromise and pay less. Go full Lidl today.
Right now, buy your car insurance online at libertyinsurance.ie. And you'll get up to 3 months free. That's refreshing. That's Liberty Insurance. Future-proof.
What makes Suzuki cars good different? Some say fun is built into everything we do, that we whisper jokes to each screw before it's put in place. Some even say we make things simple, like turning tech jargon triple action supercell electric propulsion into straight-talking English.
Hybrid tech is standard.
Others say the warm, fuzzy feeling that comes with our cars is created by grandmas knitting them their own cardigans. Or is it that our range comes packed with the tech you need as standard? Suzuki, good different.
Residue builds up wash after wash. Look at all that dirt. Up to 500 grams can form every year. Use Calgon 3-in-1 in every wash to protect your machine from limescale, residues and malodor.
In the face of rising energy costs, government has introduced supports to help keep everyone warm and well this winter. If you are having difficulty paying your energy bills, please contact your supplier to agree a payment plan. For more advice on your rights, visit cru.ie. If you're over 60 and worried about energy bills, contact a loan. If you're struggling with debts including energy bills, contact MABS. Be sure to check the information available at gov.ie/reduce your use.
Lunch? No fun. But at KFC, lunch is kind of a big deal. Get the Twister Wrap of the day, just $2.90, only at KFC.
I've been traveling through memories of my life, learning something new each and every time.
The Tile Style Winter Sale has 40% off all stocked tiles. Guaranteed savings on bathrooms, kitchens and wood flooring in the Tile Style Winter Sale.
Guinness Nitro Search. The easy way to experience the ritual of Guinness Search and Settle wherever you are.
Cut!
Smooth.
Thanks.
Very smooth.
Excellent, Marvin. Is this any better?
Lovely.
This photograph gives me a good look at the back of your eye.
Jeez!
And this is one of over 100 ways we can check your eyes. So, Marvin, your eyes are healthy and your new prescription is good to go.
Book a thorough eye test that's simply explained and get free 100-day returns guarantee and free lifetime servicing at Vision Express.
Let the games begin. Storm is coming. Don't play with
This is history.
Turn your weapons to snow.
Watch all 4 Hunger Games movies for free every weekend this January on Pluto TV.
You may obviously be aware, Carl, that the first contraceptive diaphragms centuries ago were citrus rinds. Half an orange rind, for instance, would be used.
I mean, more selfish men turned them inside out.
I believe that's also still being used in parts of Manchester.
For what?
An orange. Just think of your head.
And it worked?
Well, we don't know at this juncture.
I mean, maybe...
It works for contraception because women went, fuck off, what are you coming to me with a fucking orange on your cock for, you don't cunt?
But it could, I mean, again, it's that thing, innit, of we look at it now and we laugh. But look at what's happening. People now are always trying to get us to eat more fruit.
I don't.
Amazing.
That's a way of getting.
I thought for a minute he was going to say, okay, so they start with, then they went from the orange rind to say a coconut shell.
Yeah.
That was too big. That didn't work.
Run! Here comes Coconut John!
No, don't put half a pineapple on your cock. That's insane.
Yeah, that's mental.
And then somewhere down the line, they finally got to contraception as we understand it. Is that? I thought that's where you're going. But no, something about eating oranges is healthy for you.
What I'm saying is, if you go into any well-known supermarket and you look at, say, some young kid who's had a kid, and you look at stuff in their shopping basket, they're not buying fruit. They're buying, you know, burgers and chips.
Turkey Twizzlers.
Yeah, crisps and all that. No, but they love having it away. Get some fruit in. So they definitely have fruit in the house, which at the moment, a lot of kids don't have fruit in their house. That's why they're eating Turkey Twizzlers. But the mum loves having it away. So she would have loads of fruit in. So everyone's happy.
If
the
she
kids
was
are
using
eating
an
fruit.
orange for contraception, she would also be giving the kids.
Well, you wouldn't waste
So half
it.
the orange she'd give to the kids, and half the orange she'd stick up her fanny.
Yeah, a treat for everyone. Have a bit of fruit, and she's got what she wants. Whereas at the moment, what happens? A burger's not coming in helpful for anyone.
If you want me tonight, pop a sesame seed bone on your cock. Take out the fucking pickle. No one likes the fucking pickle up the fanny. Oh, he's a bloody romantic. He popped a plum roast sausage up my fanny yesterday. He loves me. Oh, no.
Modern man, in a sense, with all the technology we have, can play God. And this is something which is huge now. A lot of ethical discussions about things like stem cell research. Should we be interfering in what should be a godly terrain? You say no straight away. Straight away, no.
I think they're sort of like messing about now. I think that's the problem. We've got the tools and they like to use them. And that's what happens. I've got a sander for Christmas. And I can't wait to sand stuff. I can't even think of enough things that need sanding. But I want to use it. And
That's scruffy sander.
And that's the problem, innit? If you've got the tools, you can't have the tools and say, pop them in the shed. Well, no, I don't want to use them. Got a new tool here.
Right, sand the shed down.
That's the problem, innit? All these, you know, medical people. That's what happened in the Hulk, isn't it?
Yeah, well, again, that's. I was just to say that is a work of fiction. The Hulk.
Yeah, but with all fiction
comes
the future.
Yeah. Certainly in science fiction.
But the problem is, this is what I say is the problem.
Go on, no, this is a...
Is it a quote from someone?
Let's sum it up there. Carl, shoot me.
People are living too long.
No, that's not a summary yet. Sum it up. I have one more go. So, this is the real one.
It'll be something like, today's cure is tomorrow's headache. It's alright?
That's alright.
Because what I'm saying there is...
Go on.
We can come up with stuff. We can come up with a tablet to get rid of headache. Tomorrow, your headache's gone. Your legs hurt.
So today's cure is actually tomorrow's leg ache. So today's cure is tomorrow's leg ache.
Yeah, but ages ago I said to you, don't solve problems.
Yeah.
Because a problem solved is a problem caused.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
I don't remember that quote.
Medicine is the art or science of healing, and that doesn't always have to be a drug or a surgery. We mustn't just forget that some people don't need medicine, they just need help. For example, there are people that help disabled people have intercourse. There's someone that actually helps the man put in his penis to the woman's vagina. They leave the room. What?
I've never even heard of this.
It's true. Absolutely true. They're helpers.
Yeah, no, I believe that is the case.
Yeah. And that's just as needed as anything that might cure
It's not. That's pleasure.
Yeah. So what are you saying? Because you can't walk or move, that you can't love someone and want to share that love?
I'm just saying it's not a priority.
Well, no, but they're going to live. They're healthy apart from their disability. I've met someone. They want to, consummate this love, and someone is helps them out and goes, well, you know, that's part of my job.
No, it's not part of the job.
Well, it is part of this job because that's their job.
I have never heard anyone say, I've had a right day today.
Why?
I've been playing with Arthur's tackle all day.
They don't play with Arthur's tackle. They pop Arthur's tackle in Hilda's vagina.
I don't think they do.
They do.
How can they enjoy that? I mean, maybe once, and they'd go, that didn't work, did it? I didn't enjoy that, Hilda.
No.
How can they enjoy it with a nurse stood there?
They don't.
They
help her in. She helps Arthur in, or he might be a male nurse. Pops Arthur in. Goes, okay, Arthur. I'll see you in a few minutes. Right, goes outside.
But what's the point, though, in that?
Why?
Because it's all about the mood and everything. He's just stuck onto a, like a stag beetle clinging onto a leaf. There's no enjoyment in that.
Oh, the well-known stag beetle copulating with a leaf syndrome.
No, but I'm not saying...
That's a well-known position in the Kama Sutra.
He knows it, you know, I think it's a lovely act, and someone's willing to... Wouldn't you help someone
Definitely
in there?
not.
No? What?
Definitely
So,
not.
no, look, says a guy, goes, oh, this is my wife. We're both say, well, I can't, you know, can you just pop me in, Carl? You're the only, you know, you're the only person around.
No, I don't think it's important
But there
enough.
are people... What do you mean you don't think it's important enough?
I'd be happy to go round, put the washing on for them, make the bed. Do you want a cup of tea? Yeah, I'd love one. There you go. Oh, just before you go, forget it. If they asked me to do that, I'd quit. And I don't think it happens, because people wouldn't take that on for a job. You never hear about it. On Comic Relief, when they're raising money, they don't go, thanks to Midland Bank for this £100, that's going to go towards Arthur getting his end away.
That's ridiculous. So you would rather them not have the pleasure of each other than just help them in?
No, because they'd work out some way that they could do something for each other. I want to play the guitar. My fingers aren't long enough. I've knocked it on the head. It's the same thing. If you can't do it, don't do it.
So are you telling me, right? Okay. Supposing there's a little fella who's got no arms, no legs, right? Little Bob. Okay. There he is. All right, Carl. Right? He's got a friend, another little fella with no arms and no legs. All right, Carl. Right? They love each other. Two little fellas. Two little dwarves with no arms and no legs. Okay? Lovely little fellas. They get married. Okay? Yeah, Carl, you can't put my penis up my boyfriend's bottom, can you?
No, I can't. No.
Why not?
No, do you need anything else doing?
No, I'm fine. Yeah,
no, it's weird how you can manage everything else.
Well, no.
I'm here to help you. Everything else seems to be sorted.
Well, just in the chair.
Why do you need help in this department?
Well, because he's over there and I'm here. And if you just pop me in and just
No,
leave
I'm not doing that. It's not good for you. You've lost your arms and legs. You'll be losing that soon if you carry on sticking it up there.
So you think that one household can't make a difference when it comes to saving water? Think again. Skipping the pre-rinse saves 1,000 litres of water a year on average. New Finish Ultimate gives you the ultimate clean and diamond shine without pre-rinsing. Save water and time with New Finish Ultimate.
Go full Lidl for a trolley full of savings. Get a juicy 40% off Irish Bramley apples, just 89 cents. Go chili or bolognese with deluxe Irish beefsteak mince. Was $4.29, now $3.49. Or 10% extra free on this Greek-style yogurt, just $1.59. Go on, shop without compromise and pay less. Go full Lidl today.
This is Atlantic Refreshment. This is Rockshore.
At Nurofen, we know healthy kids are happy kids. But if fever gets in the way, Nurofen for children lasts for up to 8 hours. You do the fun and games, we'll do the long-lasting fever relief. Nurofen, leave the pain to us.
These new Tato lentil chips have 40% less fat with all the great taste of Tato. But how do we know? Well, they have Mr. Tato's seal of approval. New Tato lentil chips. Available in cheese and onion and sour cream and onion flavour.
Too many older pedestrians are being killed on our roads. When we look out for each other, we keep each other safe.
The Harvey Norman big sale continues with big deals across our massive range of sofas, dining furniture and homewares. Get the Gia reversible chaise finished with extremely soft boucle upholstery for only $1,899, or the contemporary Bumble dining table, the perfect complement to any modern home for just $259. Plus, get selected scatterbox cushions from just €18. And at Harvey Norman, get our best prices guaranteed, in-store and online. So why shop anywhere else? The Harvey Norman big sale. Don't miss out.
How is? Check out a few bits from my new single, What to Do If Your Carbon Monoxide Alarm Goes Off. Let's have a gander. Open doors and windows, don't just stand there like a dope. Stop using anything burning fuel, you haven't got a hope. If you feel sick, call a doctor to get a registered technician round to check on those appliances, or you could be 6 feet underground. Wow. Anyways, just remember what to do when your carbon monoxide alarm goes off. Right, go on.
Who says wellness means acting our own age? And we shouldn't do pizza before Pilates. We say get active without the activewear. And live like nobody's watching. Whatever you do, Centrum has a range of tailored multivitamins to suit your unique and essential nutritional needs. Centrum. Do wellness your way.
Remember how the finish line seemed so far away? Until it wasn't. Remember when there were runners all around you, and then there weren't. Remember just when you thought you couldn't go any faster, and then you did. 123.ie is a proud sponsor of Athletics Ireland, because Irish athletes always try for better, and they always bring us moments to remember.
For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington